Hi guys, this video is about how to bring a picture to life. So I went to Google Images and got the picture of this reptile, this reptilian guy, and I chopped it out in Photoshop. I removed the paper brown background I didn't like and I put him in a cave, and I'll show you what I did. And this took all evening long to do. I'll play the animation.
What? I'm not scared of you. And I'll tell you something else. You one ugly lizard.
See, he frowns at me, guys. I'm going to walk you through a little bit. I'm not going to do the whole thing because it'd take a long time. But I'll show you how to animate the blinking of the eyes, and he's breathing with his nose and he frowns. And that's all done with the liquefy tool in After Effects. And then I got all these other animations off of a green screen. I just typed in green screen animation in YouTube, and I got the scorpion and the water splashing and the spider and the coffin that pops out of the ground. I just wanted to animate the cave. I didn't want it to be just a still cave in the background. So let's walk it through again. I'll show you the animation.
What? I'm not.
By the way, I had to breathe for the reptilian. I had to go, and I counted like how many seconds it took me to say my little phrase to the guy here.
Scared of you.
I'm not scared of you.
And I'll tell you something else. You one ugly lizard.
Then I made him frown. It took like 11 seconds. So I had to breathe like that for 11 seconds. And then I made 2 recordings and I put one on top of the other so that you'd have him breathing as I tried to line up the nose, the nostrils at the same time you heard the breath come out. So that was it. It took all evening. So I'm not going to do that whole thing, but I'll walk you through the process to get you started what I did. It's the same process as the melting text video that I'm going to put out. Okay, so let's kill this and let's go over to After Effects, and here we are. I already imported the picture, and you guys go and chop it out if you have After Effects. I'm pretty sure you have Photoshop, so go and chop out his head in Photoshop before you start this. Then when you have a clear ping 24 saved from Photoshop, bring it into After Effects with a clear background so you can drag him into the cave after he's all animated. So we're going to go liquefy, LIQ, and we're going to grab that, drag it here, and here it is. Let's open up real quick. Effects, liquefy. Alright, there we go. And same thing up here. Now the brush size we're going to make about right there because we want to be closing his eyes. Brush pressure to 90, about 94 is good. Alright, and okay, the scroll wheel on your mouse, press it down and hold it, push and drag to center it, and then roll up with the mouse to make him big to work on his eyes. Alright, and we'll be using this tool right here in the liquefy. Well, select our arrow, then that, and now let's start to animate, close his eyes, guys. Let's close those eyes. It doesn't completely close his eyes, but it does do good enough. Like it's quick anyway. He blinks real quick, so it looks like he blinked his eyes. This is the same liquefy tool found in Photoshop, except with this one in After Effects, you can actually animate it. It's just smudging the picture is all it's doing. That's looking pretty good, like he's blinking. Okay, that is shut. Now what you want to do, drag this back down to where you can see the seconds. Like that. That's too far. There. Okay, now what you want to do is go and drag this back open all the way. Animate your keyframe, click this little button, walk it through just a little bit, like that. And now let's close his eyes, like that, a little bit like that, and open them. Open all the way. And now we want them to stay open, so you click another keyframe telling them to stay open. Now let's see what we got. That's a little bit too slow. So what you can do is open it more and drag these keyframes closer together. And now let's see what it looks like. Good enough. I mean, you can close it even more if you want. It's a quicker blink. Like that. Play. That looks natural. That looks like a good blink. And that's it, guys. That's what you do. I went through the whole phrase of where I tell him he's an ugly lizard, and I blinked it, made him blink like that, and then what I did was animate the face. Let me go grab another picture, because you have to save this out, you have to render it. Let me go ahead and do that for you guys. Make movie, and over here we're going to the desktop, and I'm gonna put a 3 on this one, so I know I just animated it. Render. Well, before I do that, make sure you have the stop animation button, because we don't want it to render this old big file with nothing on it. Let's see. It's just going to be one blink, real quick. Maybe I'll give him a little more room. And maybe we'll make him do one more blink. Okay, I don't want this video to be too long. Okay, we set it for open. We go here, we close his eyes, about like that. And then we open his eyes. And then we set another keyframe telling them to stay open. So now we have this. Play. He blinked twice. Good. Okay. Now we go back over to our render. And it's going to the desktop and render. And there you go, guys. Okay. So File. New project. And don't save because I want to drag in that new one. I hear the wind blowing outside. Okay, and the one with the 3 reptilian right here. We just did that one. So pull it back in. Grab our wheel. Push it down. Center the eyes. Scroll out because we're going to be doing the face now. Like I said, this took all evening, guys, to do the whole face and everything. Now what you want to do, open up everything again real quick. And then, yeah, that's open up. Open that, open this. Drag, now, make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, that's good right there. Brush pressure, 94 is good. And now let's start dragging his face down. When I call him ugly lizard, I make him frown at me. This is the way we do that. Bring up everything like he's really getting angry. But he knows he's ugly, guys. It's not a big secret. That looks like he's frowning, and his mouth also. A little bit. Make him look angry. Like that. Now, to do this part, what you want to do is do our keyframe, open him back up where he's normal. Click the keyframe. Forward just a little bit. About right here. He's frowning. We want it to kind of slowly go back to normal. Maybe not all the way normal, because he's still angry. And you can just play with the expressions to keep having his face move. You can move it in different ways. See the other blink? Right in there. So about right here, we want to do another. He gets really angry. We can manipulate it even more. And then we can have him go back to normal if you want. So now let's see what we got. Play. There he goes. See? And that's the way you do it, guys. And then you do his throat and everything else. But that's the way you animate him. Now you can go ahead and render this out. Let's go to Composition, Make Movie. Wait, click this. Highlight, Composition, Make Movie. And now we're going to name this one 4. Put a 4 there. That's the way I know the latest one. Render. And that's the way you bring a still picture to life. If you guys do this from my video, I really want to see it. Please let me see this. I like to see other people's work. Here we go. There it is. And that's how I did this this animation.
What? I'm not scared of you. And I tell you something else. You one ugly lizard.
Alright guys, that's it for this video. Don't forget to go check out my other videos. Subscribe if you hadn't subscribed yet. And give me a like if you like this. And I will see you guys on the next upload.